Hello, my lovely people. It's Josephine Mbutu Alexandra. This is my channel. Babe, hello. Babe, hello. Look here. Hello. It's our channel, guys. Welcome to our channel. Please, guys, for those who didn't subscribe to our channel so that you got a notification anytime whenever we are uploading a video. Toti, please. Toti, please. Okay. So today I'm with my husband here. So we are going to talk about how tough it was when my husband lost his job, and it was the beginning of our marriage, whereby there were a lot of challenges, and how he was feeling, or whereby it's only the wife who was taking care of everything in the house. Yeah, those are just the simple things that we are going to talk, whereby is something normal, but you find sometimes things become tough because people, we don't like understanding things, we don't want to accept things, you always want to force things to work the other way around. So babe, welcome to my channel. So babe, I just want to ask you, how did you feel first when you lost your job and you start living with your wife, whereby she was the one who was taking care of the household and everything?
It's a difficult question for me to answer. But I've just done the job. As a young boy, my father taught me that expect unexpected in life. So even when I was still working for the municipal agriculture, water and forestry, those days it was under agriculture, now it's in forestry, is the director of the municipal environment. Whenever I wake up in the morning, I go to work, I expect anything can happen. So I used to tell my colleagues that, guys, don't be comfortable, because one day you might wake up in the morning, come to work, you are told that you are fired or suspended or something happens to you. So to me, it's I expect unexpected in my daily life. Whatever happens, accept it. Even if it seems so difficult, I accept it. So anyway, it was not a surprise for me when my contract, or our contract, got an end. It was to me it was maybe another opportunity that comes. Yeah, this boy is troubling now here. Another opportunity that God again gives. What does it say? It says, when the door closes, this other door opens for you. So to me, I was just myself, despite the challenge that I had to commence my wedding, my wedding that was supposed to go ahead. So financially, yeah, but it never affected me so much. In short.
Okay.
And the other thing there, maybe I can say, when I left Katima, coming the northern part of the country, I remember the two men, may their soul rest in peace, this evangelist Dennis Muyunda and this elder Clement Vasco. They really told me many things about change in life, that where you are going. They said we'll be praying for you. So challenge to me is not something that maybe I fear challenge. I'm ready for any challenge in my daily life. My wife knows I used to tell like that.
Yeah. Okay, but what I was asking is that, okay, because you lost your job, like it was just almost the that time it was the time when we were preparing our wedding. So I'm just talking about how did you feel when we were already married, whereby it was tough to get a job, just living with your wife, and she was the one who was taking care of you, the house, and everything. Because it's not like now we are talking because of experience, what we experienced. Thank God that now you got some means whereby you are getting income. It's no more like those days whereby it was only me. Now you have a business that you are running whereby you are also providing something like that. I'm talking about how did you feel, and what are you telling the men out there who are also going through the same things? Then what do
Okay.
they need to do?
Okay, your question the first time is I said it's not easy question for me to answer that. What I can say is my background. I am a faithful guy when it comes to Christianity. So I believe everything in the hand of God. Though I might have questions. I never felt bad, but I had the questions. Why this has to happen this time whereby I'm approaching this event? So that was the answer which God has to respond, and I cannot command God. So I was everything I turned the hand of God, and I said, I'm a faithful guy when it comes to Christianity. I said to God, the one I believed, I knew that things will be there. Even when I was preparing my wedding, I did it on my own, except a few people I asked, because my family did not do anything. They never supported me anything. And even to organize, I was the one who was organizing. I have to run up and down. I go to Katim, I go to Zambia. Those days I tried to come up with something to generate income for that. So I never felt bad, but just a question, why this has to happen? But that question, it wasn't the end of God. I think that's why everything went successful.
Okay, meaning, to answer in short, meaning you didn't feel anything. You didn't really feel anything because you believe in God and you knew God will make a way for you.
Yes, as I'm saying, the first I said, in life, expect unexpected.
Okay.
So if you expect good in your life, any eventuality comes. That's why I find many people commit suicide. Many people they die from stroke. Many people they die from depression. That's why we talk of mental health. That if you keep yourself bad thinking, that's where mental health comes. So because things will never go well in one's life. Life is up and down. That's how I was taught as a young boy. Up and down. So that was part of my down. So when I'm down, I cannot say, oh, okay, now I have to rise again. I'll give you an example. There's this guy in what I got from him. Vegiseki. I think that guy doesn't know him. He's an evangelist. He was born in Australia, but now he's in USA. He don't have arms and a leg. But you are saying, no matter how 100 times you fail, try to rise until you stand on your own. That's what I can say.
Okay. Is this dipping? What do you want, babe? What do you want? Okay. As you said, you didn't really feel anything because you didn't really. Okay, even though you were not really happy, but you decide to give everything to God so that He will answer your prayer, like in the way how you know Him, and which is with your faith, which also protected you during that, babe. During that. for me, yeah, I can really remember that it was really hard. To be honest, it was hard. It was hard because, you know, it was tough because, especially the time of COVID itself in 2020, if I may say that, in 2020, it was really hard. It was just hard to the matter of maybe finances sometime, not always sometime, but I will thank God because my husband was there, even if he didn't have like finances to help me with the only money which I was getting, and also the support of mom. It was going well. We didn't really suffer during that bad days. What I may say is when that God really protected us. He had been there for us. And the only challenge that I could say it was just only, babe, you said you didn't really feel anything, but I could tell that you were feeling bad. There are times that you react different, where you wish things would be different, even if you didn't have that power of changing it. And it affected me in many ways. It affected me, but I start also questioning myself, like, why me? But at the end of the day, also I was like, yeah, I'm questioning myself this way because I'm not the one who is also in a problem. If it was me who was not having a job and my husband is working that time, maybe I would also feel the same. And I realized that it's not easy. It's easy when a woman is the one who is not working and is supported by a husband. But it's not easy when a man is the one who is not working and is supported by the wife. Society was there talking. People, they were talking. Hush. People, they were talking. Yeah, he's not doing anything, just under the wife. People, they were talking like, no, like you find even sometimes people are asking you where your wife is working, where your husband is working. No, like sometimes I used to lie. Sometimes I used to say no, he's not working. You know, some people they know. I know some people they knew, but there's these things of, you know, you are married. People, they expect you to shine. You know, that's the thought of the people. That's the expectation of the people. They expected because I'm married, so I have to shine in the other way, whereby my husband, they have just to do all that and that. They will not believe that no, there's time whereby you are married and your man is not financial stable, whereby he also need your help. And it's also a matter of family. We are not the same. We are not the same. Maybe you might be not working, but you have a family who is supportive during that time. But coming to your side, you didn't have, but at least you had some people that we cannot mention here. They were really helpful. They tried a lot. We have one brother whom we cannot forget. This guy had been there, like there. He can even come sometime to our place whenever he's coming just to visit, but he have just to bring something. Come to the time when I was expecting. There were many times whereby I would not feel well. He will always run. I remember my first problem that maybe I was 3 months to 4 months there. I was at work, so I just saw like I was breathing, and I could not even handle myself. I was crying. So my husband just called that guy who is his friend, and he just come. Maybe didn't even take even 20 minutes. He was there. He took me to the hospital, and I could not even believe that I was still pregnant. My baby could make it, but just because he was fast and he really hear when the friend was crying for the help of a wife, he tried, and we survived by him. So there was just something that I wanted you to tell people, like men, your fellow men, if they happen to find themselves in such a situation, which point are you telling them? Which advice are you telling them?
We were raised in different houses, and we were raised differently. So it goes from a person to person. One comes to my situation, to be honest, was not easy. One could end up his life.
It's true, I know.
But thank you to my father, my grandmother, and aunties, uncles, those who were involved in raising me, because they have raised me in such a good way. So it's hard to say when you're in the situation, but what I can say is, you believe in God, pray to God, and also at least there must be one person. Like in my case, it was not really very easy, because I have no family. After my work, my contract finished.
Come to
My family stayed away from me.
It will bite you. Look, this one.
Some of them, they were afraid of responsibility when it comes to the wedding, that may be some contribution here and there. I could not have any friend. Yeah, even though there were people were coming to our house. Most of the time our house was full. Coming, then my wife will cook, then people will eat. But I don't share to say, my dear friend Rosias, he was there for me from day one since we met. Yeah, always here and there to this day. Then this guy, so we happen to know the family. You know, we became like that. Sometimes when he goes to Katima, I will say, okay, escort me. Because he knew it was not easy. I was not doing anything. It was not easy. So I encourage that, no, when you see your friend is down, don't leave a person. Because once you leave a person, battle alone. That's where you find that in our country, there's a lot of suicide. There's a lot of even killings because people are keeping things, because sometimes they are left alone. So it's good to be there for each other. In my case, I was all alone, but I will encourage even those family of mine and those who say my friends to change, even though I stand for them when they're needy, but when it's vice versa, I have nobody, only few. Not even few, maybe I can say one or two, besides having a lot of them. So, be yourself and believe in God, trust in God. And also, pray. I pray.
You're praying.
Even if I don't go to church, these days I don't go to church, but also I pray. I believe that I have to pray and love my neighbor. Not only the things of God, you go to church, you come back, you go to church, you come back. It will never help you. Pray. Feel your heart that you are praying. Then God will do it. So that's what I can say.
Thank you very much, Beth. Thank you for your contribution. So for me, what I'm saying to my fellow women today who are going through the same things, whereby you are there, you are not working, you are working and your husband is not working, my sister, you need to be strong. And again, sometimes you might think that your man is not grateful, he's not, but you don't know how it feels to be a man. You know, every man wishes to support his family, but if he is failing, he's always become someone. So you end up saying, my man is normal the same, which is also the same, which is also saying the same things. I remember my husband, there are those days that he will say, we have misunderstanding, then he'll be like, nah, you changed, what, you know, and it will just become a song of a day, like each and every day. Once you do a small mistake, it will just be like, you changed because you are the one who's working now. But it's not easy to say it's what you are doing, but just because the person is defeated, he feels defeated. And I think God does that. You know, he was on our side. It's not really easy. It was not easy. It was not easy whereby you don't have supportive family, like where as I said, it was just on my side, whereby I didn't have, if I would have even my laws, like whereby they could also help the other side. It's not just a matter of money, even ideas, even advice. we didn't hear them. Or maybe sometime I might say maybe it's due to this language barrier, whereby maybe I didn't hear elders that I can communicate due to that they speak just the other language which I could not speak. But I could really see that there on the side of my in-laws, I didn't have support. But it's fine. It's fine. There are people that I used to talk to, but maybe it was just meant to be like that. So what I'm saying, we need to learn, we need to have God, we need to pray. If you find yourself in that situation, just pray to God. Pray to God and work hard where you can. It doesn't mean that because you as a wife, you are working, it's only you who can work. Even you can lose your job one day. But you just need to treat the next person good, better, so that you also get a blessing. Losing a job is not easy, especially on the side of a man, whereby men, they believe they need to provide. So when you are not providing, it's stressful. Every time, just like a small things, you're already arguing. Like a small things like this, already arguing, having misunderstanding, just because of simple thing. I remember even there was a time my husband got angry. We're just complaining. I think, what makes you to go sleep at the tent? No, I'm asking. It was just a simple things. It was just a simple things. So thank you very much, guys, for watching our video. I know there are those who are also experiencing this, and what I'm telling them, that things will not be the same. Things will change with the right time. You don't need to worry. Pray to your God. God will provide for you. God will make ways for you. Thank you very much, guys. May the Lord bless you.